dropshipping business. And we're going to jump in here. I'm going to answer some questions real quick. Does anyone have any questions about anything I've gone over so far, or would like me to launch some ads for them? Go ahead and just put it in the comments if you have an idea that you want me to launch. And if not, I will just find something today. So let's, I don't see any questions or comments yet. So I'm going to just go, I'm just going to hop on AliExpress real quick. We'll just go to best selling. You know what, let's find a Christmas, let's find something funny. I like to have fun. So Christmas gifts. So I always like to find funny gag gifts for Facebook. That's usually a good way to do it because Facebook is an impulse buy type of place. So we want to find something funny. Here we go, I like this. This is perfect. I might actually buy this for some people that I know. They would love this right here. So I would, so I'm gonna make sure we got ePacket shipping. We got ePacket. This is actually a pretty cool product. I might add this to my store. So if you ever, if you want to just copy exactly what I do, feel free. Anything I do on this webinar, you can copy. I'm going to launch an ad here today. If you feel like it, take action after we get off and actually copy exactly the ad that I launch. But we're going to hop in here to create a campaign. We're in Power Editor right now. And if I move too fast or you have questions about anything, please let me know. So this is actually an ad that I launched yesterday on the webinar. Let me see what type of stats we have on it. I actually just used the link to send them to the AliExpress website, so I don't think it'll get any purchases. But let's see. Oh, that's a campaign. So let's see what. Oh, that's a little high right there. Hasn't had much engagement yet, only spent $1. So in this kind of case, with these products, you got to let them run for a couple days in order to get enough data back. Plus, it's yeah, it just hasn't spent enough yet. So we're going to create a new campaign here. Create campaign. We're going to do a page post engagement ad. That is the ad that I like to launch, and the reason we're doing a page post engagement ad is to get likes and shares on our product. Because what likes and shares on your ad does is it gives your ad that social proof. When other people see that your ad has 100 shares or 1,000 shares, they're more likely to buy your product because they already see other people like it. And so since other people like it, they'll probably like it too. It's just like on Amazon. When I know when I'm shopping, I just bought some stuff on Amazon today, and I was looking at reviews. And when something has 5,000 reviews on it, I trust that product because 5,000 other people bought it and gave it a good review. Now, if I have the choice between something that has 5,000 reviews and 10 reviews, I'm going to choose the one that has 5,000 reviews. So we're going to say wine sweater. That's the product that we're running. And I name it PPE for a page post engagement, and then I put the product right there. Now, I run ads for all sorts of stuff. You can do ads for affiliate marketing. You can do ads for CPA, cost per action. You can do ads for drop shipping. You can do ads for your local business. You can do ads for clients. You can just do brand awareness ads. There are so many things that you can do ads with, and Facebook is such a powerful platform for all of this. Did you know that there are over 330 million active monthly users on Facebook every single month, just in the US? That's more than most TV channels. So what would you rather do? Would you rather put a $10,000 ad on a TV channel and cross your fingers and hope that it works? Or would you rather spend $5 a day on Facebook and get instant data on what to do? I also heard today that there's over 20 retail stores closing this year. Toys R Us is closing this year as a retail store, and we all know Toys R Us. Toys R Us is huge. My dad used to work there. I remember I went there on Bring Your Son to Work Day, and I ran the register at Toys R Us at like age 8, and I thought it was so cool. And now that business is closing because people are going online to buy. That is why I got started in e-commerce, and that's why I want you to get started with Facebook ads. So we just copy and pasted that. Now we're about to get into the ad set. Right here is just a campaign. You can skip over this part. There's nothing important there. I know now when I got started with Facebook ads, there's all these different buttons, all these different variables on what to do. There's all these buttons here, all these things, all these different things popping out at you. It's almost like information overload. I understand if you can get confused on this. Now, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be keeping it really simple. When I always like to say, keep it simple. I always try to do that because the simpler you keep it, it's always easier. Don't try to complicate things with all these different options. Now, I do have over 100 strategies that I use now because I've spent so much time on Facebook ads, and in different situations I use different strategies. Now today I'm just going to use my page post engagement, probably just an image strategy today on one of the many ones I use, but and there's tons of different ways to do it, but don't get caught up with all the different details. Just keep it simple, and I'm going to show you exactly how to launch your first ad today and make your first sale. So we're going to hop in here with just a $5 a day ad. That's all we want. Now right here, I like launching my ads at about midnight. Now if you're doing a worldwide ad, or if you're doing it out of your time zone, I'm in Pacific Standard Time here, then you want to do it at a different time. But since we're doing, well, we may change that time depending on what happens. I like to stay fluid with Facebook ads because you never know what's going to happen. So what's nice about this is you can change things on a fly. So we're gonna go into targeting. So I'm gonna pull up the Audience Insights tool, which is a really, really powerful tool. If you're not using it, you're missing sales and you're missing targeting. We're going to do everyone on Facebook. We're going to go into here on interest, and we're going to type in wine, or we could even do alcohol, but we're going to do wine for now. Now you can see there's 25 to 30 million monthly active people, and don't get caught up with all the stuff going on here. There's all sorts of things that you can look at here. Sometimes when I'm doing really high level stuff, I will look at some of these things in here, but typically 99% of the time I go right here to page likes and I just sit right here. This is all I want to know. So I typed in wine. Now what it does is it takes the interest group called wine, and what an interest group is Facebook knows people that are going to websites about wine, that are liking posts about wine, and other things that they keep track of. So these are 25 to 30 million monthly people that for some reason are interested in wine. And Facebook knows that because of all the things that they keep track of, all the statistics and the metadata and the psychological profiles that they have on every single Facebook user on their platform. So we can see right here that the top categories that people that like wine are interested in. Now these are pretty general because we're not seeing any other wine categories. And then we scroll down here and we see page likes. Facebook pages that are likely to be relevant to your audience based on Facebook page likes. Now that means that these are the top 10 pages that these people, the wine niche, likes. Now this affinity score right here, this is what we want to pay attention to. Now it's only 34x. That's not very high, and these aren't even about wine. So this is too general of an audience, I would personally say. So we want to niche down is what I call it. So we're going to try to find something more passionate. We want that passionate passionate audience. So wine tasters. Wine tasters is probably a passionate audience. Probably a little smaller, 3 million to 3.5 million. Now see, now we got alcohol. We got tequila up there, barefoot wine and bubbly. So this is more of a passionate audience. And down here we got wine and bubbly, 62x affinity score. I think we can still do higher than that. But let me go into here because Power Editor also has a tool that I like to use. And so right here, we're going to type in wine tasting. The exact same thing that we did in Audience Insights. Now, you can hit the suggestions button, and it'll give you other suggestions based on wine tasting. So we're going to hit wine lovers, wine and, that's a little big of an audience. Let's do red wine. Let's do white wine. So let's type that in. I don't know much about wine. I was actually just out with my friend the other day, and we were eating dinner. And when I ordered wine, I didn't even know what the Cabernet Sauvignon, whatever it's called, is. And so you don't need to know about wine to be able to run ads to it, is the beauty of Facebook ads. White wine and red wine. So let's see. So now we got a little bit of smaller audience. Usually these tend to be a little bit more passionate. Now we're still getting a 65x. So let's see if we can get anything higher. Wine lovers, and let's do, well, we already did wine tasting, so what else do we have? Let's do this one. Let me copy and paste that because God knows I will misspell that. So now it went up. So let's take out these ones. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so now this is a very passionate audience. See how it just switched up? See what just happened, guys? If you can tell what just happened, put a 1 in the comments. I want to make sure you understand this, because understanding is the most important part, so that way you can repeat this in the future instead of just seeing what I do. Awesome, I'm seeing some ones. Okay, so I'm seeing the comments come in about the products. I don't know if I got those late, guys. I'm sorry. I've already started with this example. If we do have some time at the end, I will try to get that. Alan, so you don't understand. So okay, so what? So what just happened is now that we put in Cabernet Sauvignon, now you see how all these page likes, it's wine, 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 and so the top 10 categories that this interest group is interested in is now wine. So that means that these people aren't interested in headphones. These people aren't interested. They might be interested in headphones, but that's not the top 10 categories. If you take the 450,000 people that are in this interest group and you look at their top pages that they like, the top page likes that they have, these are the top page likes that they have. And they're 477 times more likely to like this page than you or I are likely to like that page. That's what the affinity score means. So that means that if we target these people, it's a very, very good chance that these are highly passionate people instead of like me myself. I might be in the wine interest group just because I searched wine for like 30 days ago or something, or maybe I was on Amazon and I scrolled past a wine page and they were going to put me in that really, really general wine niche. Now this wine niche, like Cabernet, I like wine, but I don't even know how to say this, regardless of I didn't even know what it was until a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not, I wouldn't have been in this interest group because I'm not that much of a passionate wine drinker. I drink wine maybe once a month or once every few months. I'm not that passionate. So this is a very, very passionate audience. And if we show a wine ad to this audience, they're very likely to buy our product. So we're going to hop into the Power Editor now that we found a passionate audience. Actually, to make it a little bit bigger, let's see if we can throw some of these people. Wine enthusiast. I just pull them right from the bottom, the page likes. Now, they're not always going to show up. See, now this is going up, so that's better. We want it to go up, not down. If it goes down, I usually delete them unless it just goes down a little bit. Because the goal is, this is the goal, guys. We want a 2 million size audience, 2 million person audience, but at the same time, have the highest affinity score possible for that 2 million person audience. Because we want a lot of people so we can get cheap clicks, but then we also want a passionate audience to get targeted clicks. And so it's kind of like a game I play to balance both sides out in order to get there. So we're going to click that. Wine Spectator. See, now it's going up. Let's do Wine Sisterhood. There we go. I'm just pulling right here, guys. These categories. I'm just pulling from all of these. So Cabot wines. See, no, you wouldn't know what Cabot wines are unless you're a passionate wine enthusiast. Like, I might have liked one wine post a long time ago, but I don't know what Cabot wines are. I don't subscribe to Wine Enthusiast magazine. I like wine, but I'm probably not going to buy this thing, this wine thing, or you could probably use it for beer too. I just assumed wine, but you could probably use it for anything. So maybe we make multiple ads, one for beer drinkers, one for wine drinkers, one for hard alcohol drinkers, one for whatever it is, and you can make 3 different ads and segment your groups based on how you want to market it. So what's our audience size at now? So now we got 1. Okay, so this is a good audience. I like this audience. So we're going to save this audience, wine passion. Now it may not show up in here because I just saved it, so we may have to refresh. Who's liking this so far? And again, if you have any questions at all throughout this, please just let me know in the comments, and I will get to them periodically throughout this presentation. Wine passion right here. So we got a 4.6 million audience, but watch what happens. And then we want to make sure we target 21 and up. We might get disapproved by Facebook if we don't do that. Because we don't want to be selling alcohol to minors, that's for sure. And I'm in the U.S., so if you're in another country, you could probably, I don't know the drinking laws within whatever country you're in. So if you're in a country where you can drink younger, that's great. I wish I was there, growing up there. But anyway, so we're just going to target. So right here, just to explain what I did. So instead of automatic placements, I'm doing edit placements. Which what edit placements does is you can choose exactly where your ad shows up on somebody's in Facebook. So I don't want it in the instant articles. I don't want in-stream videos, none of this kind of stuff. What I want is and I don't want Instagram because Instagram is square pictures compared to Facebook where they're either rectangular or slightly rectangular. The pixel sizes are different on these 2 different platforms. If you're going to do Instagram, do a separate ad and then advertise that separate ad to Instagram. Then we have Audience Network. This is any other applications that Facebook partners with. And then we have Messenger, which you can actually either target them in Messenger or use Messenger's microphone to listen to what your customers are saying. And let's say a customer was saying, man, I just hate holding my glass of wine or my bottle of wine. It gets too cold in my hand, and I wish I could have a sweater for it, which I don't know who's talking like that, but let's say they do talk like that. And we could show our ad to them since they said 2 of our keywords, wine and sweater. So we're just going to do Facebook feeds, all devices, mobile and desktop. Now, 90% of your traffic is going to come in on mobile. So if your website is not optimized for mobile, you're missing sales. Don't look at your website on desktop. I don't even care what my website looks on desktop anymore. I always look on mobile. Then you can even target based on like specific devices. Or if we're doing a video, I like to click this so that the video automatically plays when they're scrolling on their feed. And then just leave it automatic, post engagement, perfect. We're going to go, and then we're going to type in wine. And we're going to go into, and you can even do stuff like this. So you could edit. And you could, we could put some more. We could put like some more stuff in here. Like you could do Chardonnay. Like let's see what Chardonnay. What happens with Chardonnay? Chardonnay. Because I kind of want a bigger audience if we can get one. Oh yeah, so it stayed high. The affinity score stayed high. So let's add Chardonnay in there. That way we can get a little bit bigger. There we go. So actually, I think it'll only jump up, yeah, 1.5 million. So what you can do, what I like to do is do narrow audience, and then we could say engaged shoppers. We could also do like narrow further. You could say wine in general. We could do some general wine stuff. That way this has to be a very, very passionate audience. Food and drink, wine tasting. So now this is probably jumped down. So this is probably only going to be about 1 million people. But it's going to be a highly engaged audience. So only 810,000 people. So we're going to do a split test. We're going to do this, and we're going to do one more. So we're going to say wine X shop crossed with wine. I like doing split tests. Split tests, you can do A and B split tests. You can do A, B, C, D split tests. You can do A through Z like I do. But whatever fits how you do it. And I have a technique that I do to launch about 100 ads in less than an hour. It's pretty cool. So typically what we like to do is we like our page, whatever our page is, to be relative to our audience. So I probably have a page in here that's kind of related to wine. We could do love and loyalty page. Let's do that one. So what I would do is I'd create a page that said, if you were doing for this example, you could do like a page that said like wine lovers page, just something simple like that. And then we're gonna grab some of these images. Oh, look at that, that's cute. Well, what just happened? I'm going to answer some questions in just a minute. So we're going to go to canva.com. And what canva.com is it's a free-to-use image service. This is an ad that I made yesterday. And what you can see right here, they have Facebook ad, and they have all the correct pixel qualities. So you can optimize your ad for whatever you like to use. I like Facebook posts, so just hit the waffles. Yours is going to look something like this if you've never been there before, but you just log in with Facebook. Okay, so let me see if we got any questions. What about Soda Pop, Alan? Yeah, you could definitely use this for Soda Pop. That's the beauty of Facebook, is that this picture right here doesn't have anything in particular with it. So you could make 5 audience groups. You could do wine, you could do beer, you could do you could do like 2 audiences for wine, 2 audiences for beer. I think I might actually use this product. So I don't want to give away all my secrets. I'm just kidding. No, you could do wine, beer, soda. You could do all sorts of stuff. But I'm serious. I think I might end up running this because it's a relatively cheap price. It's like $1. I think it's less than $2 with shipping. This is a perfect Christmas gift. It's like if you see this on Facebook, it might be one of those things that just goes viral. And then you have like a Santa cork. That's awesome. So let me see if there's any other questions. This is great info. Awesome, awesome. Hey, I love the positive reinforcement. It really lets me know that you guys are appreciating what I do, and just that you're getting value out of this. That's the main thing. I want to make sure everyone gets value out of this. That's my #1 goal when I do these videos. And then I like to have some fun too. So, okay, so let me scroll back down. Okay, so we are going to jump back into Canva. We're going to upload these images. See how this is sized differently now? Now it's optimized for Facebook. And we're going to add this picture in there. We're going to split test. I'm going to show you how to split test really, really fast. And I do one at a time because if you do all of them, it'll zip it up into a file. This is just something that I've learned over the 1,000 ads I've done. And we're going to hop over here and love and loyalty. So we're just going to, so right here you can do create ad, and you can go in here and do the image, like the sideways image, or you can even do a video or a slideshow. For today's post, we're just going to create a new page post. And what's cool about this right here is that it doesn't post to your page. So we can post 3 images of the same product, and it's not going to spam our page with a bunch of stuff. I'm going to say, do you love wine? Limited edition wine sweaters, 50% off. And then we are going to say grab yours, and then tag a friend or family member that loves wine. Okay, now what we're going to do to get more engagement on this post, because we want to capture people's attention when they're scrolling. They're scrolling, they didn't go on Facebook today to buy a wine sweater. So we need to catch their attention to get them to want to buy a wine sweater. So what are we going to do? We're going to go to getemoji.com. Gotta love emojis, right? I didn't start using emojis until I became a marketer, but I use them on every single Facebook post I use. So I have a couple that I like to use. I like to use the finger right here to tag a friend, and then we're going to get the heart and the wine. We're going to do it actually right here, and then we're going to put a wine glass, because we want to speak to our audience. So we don't want to make this a general just glass holder. We want to make this a wine holder. And then like Alan said, we can make a soda pop holder, and we can put like a Coke can or whatever. We could clip a Coke can image with no background and put it right next to the to this, and then target people that like Coke, or we could even like target people that like beer, whatever it is. And then limited edition wine sweaters. So we want to find something that's relatable to our product. We use this. And then for grab yours, what I like to do, the most important part of our ad is the link. So we want to draw as much attention to the link as possible. So we're going to do 2 arrows. And then we're going to go over here to Google Shortener. And we're just going to pull this. This is what I did yesterday. I should probably turn off that ad. I don't want to be giving free ads to these AliExpress guys, right? But that's what I'm doing right now. So, okay. We're going to copy this short URL, so that way we don't have like a long URL in our ad. And then make sure you put a space right here, because I have had that mess up on me before. And then Tag it friendly. Let's put a Christmas tree in there. Oh, there we go. Just lagged. Okay. So you know what? Actually, we're just going to do this, and do that. We're going to just drop it on its own line. Okay, so I think I might add, I think that's enough. I think that's good, actually. So we're going to save this unpublished post. I should have copied it. Okay, so cool. That's I like it like that. Okay. I like how that looks. This is how your ad's gonna look. You can see exactly how your ad's gonna look. So like, let's say like the off didn't fit on this line and it popped down on another line. I'd redo the post because it's just like on a TV ad. You can have the coolest 32-second TV ad, but if it's not, but if your slot's for 30 seconds, doesn't matter how cool the 32-second video is. You got to make it in 30 seconds. So I am always very finicky about how my ad copy turns out. I want to make sure they all fit on the same line, or at least it all makes sense. I don't like my sentences to get cut off. So we're going to copy and paste this right here. And then we're going to throw another one up there. Photo, video. Now what happened is since I posted the link in there first, it popped up with like a pre-load to AliExpress. I don't personally like that. So that's the other images. And so I need to use this one. Now we're split testing. That's 3 things that we split tested. And you could even go even more at it. And you could do this. You can get the photo video again. Now we're split testing a different headline. Then we're just going to copy and paste this, save unpublished post, and we're going to do the same thing again. Now you can get the idea of how it's possible to do 100 ads in under an hour. Then that way you get the best possible combination of stuff. I'd split test every single line and every word, every line. Different things get different engagement. It's weird how things work like that. It's really weird, but it makes a difference. Let me tell you. I've changed one sentence before, and it's the difference between $100 and $25,000. Just with one line or one image. Okay, so now we have 6 different posts, guys. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into ads right here. We're going to duplicate this ad 5 times. It's going to go into the same ad set, the same campaign. Then we're going to remove the copy. And then we're going to go down and we're just going to do every single post. So, okay, so that one's the first one. Second one. Third one. There we go. We got 6 different ads now, and I think the reason it's erroring out is because my pixel isn't selected, which is fine. There we go. So now we have 6 different ads. We're split testing 6 different things, and then we can go in here. We can duplicate this out, just like I was talking about. We're gonna split test our audience now. There's so many things you can split test, but you only want to change one thing at a time. If you're changing too many things, it's not going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out engaged shoppers and this, and we're going to leave it at our initial audience right here of 1.5 million people. So then, now we just do that. Look at that, guys. We have 12 ads. We just launched 12 ads here live today. Look at that. So, before I go any further, does anyone have? Let me turn this one off right here. Does anyone have any questions about what I've done so far? If you like what you see, go ahead and put a 1 in the comments. Let me know if you got any value out or your favorite part of what you just saw. Okay, so I'm seeing some questions come in. I see some ones, awesome. Okay, so let me scroll up. Okay. Andrew, what effect does the shipping length of time have on a consumer? Okay, so for this example, that's a great question. For this example, the e-packet, we could you have a very limited window to sell Christmas products because Christmas is in 28 days. So typically, this usually takes about 2 weeks, but if you were gonna really get serious about Christmas products, you would have wanted to get started sooner. I've learned though that most people don't like reading, and so even though I'm a Shopify store, I clearly say please allow due to high demand, please allow 3 to 5 weeks for shipping, as this item ships from our international warehouse, and I say 3 to 5 weeks to just put as much time out there, and then they're happier when they get it sooner. But I've noticed about half the people that buy my product still ask me when the shipping, how long does it take to ship. Most people don't read, and so the shipping time, I used to think that it would have a huge effect. I was like, there's no one that's gonna buy this like me. I just bought a bunch of products from Amazon Prime today. I bought like 30 products from Amazon Prime, and I wanted it here right away. One of my products said it was gonna be a week, so I didn't buy it. But most consumers aren't that aware of what's going on, and most consumers don't read. And so I almost bought that product anyways, even though it wasn't going to get here for a week. But I need that product like ASAP, so I didn't want to wait. Does AliExpress suppliers able to ship products, especially Christmas products, on time? Any solution you can provide? Yeah. So like I was saying, this is going to take 12 to 20 days, so you still have some time before Christmas for it to get here. Now, if you were really like, if you really want to get serious, like the next holiday we have coming up is Valentine's Day, I would start buying your Valentine's Day gifts now and either start advertising for them now or go on do a micro test and see if you can get some sales on a product real quick, and then buy like 20 to 100 of them and have them shipped to your house, or do it that way, because if you want to do the really fast shipping, it's going to cost too much. And so with holiday products from AliExpress, you usually want to ship the products to your house first, but you don't want to invest in 1,000 items if you don't know if they're going to sell. So first run an ad like this one. Like I would have ran this ad about a month ago and just see if I could get like a sale or two or just some shares. And if I would have gotten good shares, good likes, then I would have just bought 100 of them or 1,000 of them and probably like 500 of them, shipped them to my house, and then sold them in like 2 or 3 day shipping from my post office. Just go there like once a day, bring all the items and put them, or you can even get like a fulfillment warehouse. Like Amazon has fulfillment warehouses that you can do. There's other companies that you can do fulfillment warehouses out of also. But great questions, great questions. 1 + 1,000%. Thank you, Les. I appreciate that. Okay, so I want to show you guys a couple other things. Okay, so we got that. We did the audience insights. We launched 12 different ads right here, all in one campaign, 2 ad sets, 6 different ads for a 12x combination. Oops, where am I at? Here we go. So what we did